All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
And my name is Kyle.
And I thought of the best way to die. Like, not that I want to die, but I'm saying I thought of the least worst way to die.
Oh.
I figured it
You
out.
want to elaborate?
Yeah, so I'm scared of dying. Well, I'm not scared of being dead, but I'm scared of the act of, like, dying, you know?
Yeah, like suffering.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, people talk about how getting shot in the head is probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
Because you won't even be able to process or feel it.
Right.
But I was thinking getting shot in the head while sleeping would be even superior to that, because, like, even just getting woken up from your sleep, like if you're startled awake, it takes like a second to 2 seconds before you even realize what's happening. So my logic was, if you get shot while you're asleep, like, it's going to be even less bad than getting shot in the head while you're awake.
I've got a better, less violent one for you. How about just dying in your sleep?
But I
You're
think,
sleeping and you just don't wake up.
see, but is that really how it works? Or do you, like, have,
Yeah, I think so.
they say that, but I feel like maybe you start choking and you can't breathe, and
Yeah, but
then
you're asleep, so you don't really know.
No, you wake up because you can't
No,
breathe.
but people like die when they're sleeping.
But how do they don't have proof of that? If they
I'm
find,
sure they've seen people die in their sleep.
I know, but
What do you mean there's no proof of it?
What I'm saying is, maybe they think they just go peacefully, but if you're the person experiencing the dying, maybe there's a lot of pain involved in that process.
How could you be in pain when you're asleep?
I don't know.
Are you in,
I've
are you
never
in
done
pain
it.
when you sleep?
Maybe.
I don't think I think that's the best way to go, is when you're sleeping.
I think I'd rather be shot in the head while asleep than die in my
See,
sleep.
I just don't want my body to be shot in the head. I want to be shot in the head.
But it's just a body.
Right, but I think the act of being shot in the head is just like
It's just
that's
overall not as good.
like, it just ruins my look, you know. It's like I want to look good, you know. Like, I want to look how I normally do.
Do you want to be, like, when you die, do you want to be cremated? Or?
Yes, definitely cremated.
So you don't care how you look when you're dead.
No,
Because if
all
you're
right,
cremated,
all right.
then you look just like dust.
I don't want someone to shoot me. I don't want them to have the satisfaction of killing me.
Oh.
It's like, and I also, obviously, I'm not going to kill myself, but
yeah.
if I die in my sleep, then it's just like life took its course.
Yeah. Okay. I just know. It was just a thought.
Yeah.
I was like, that probably wouldn't suck
You know,
that
because
much.
then someone's going to have to identify the body. Then they're going to look at my head and be like, there's a bullet hole in my head.
Yeah.
They don't want to see that.
Yeah.
They'd rather just see my cute face.
Well.
I'm dead. But
Okay. Anyways, you went camping.
it's dark. Yeah, I did go
How was
camping.
camping?
It was fun. It rained.
Did you see any werewolves?
I didn't. No, but I was in. For those of you who are Twilight fanatics, I was
Yes.
near Forks, which is like where that all that shit takes place. So there's a whole bunch of like,
Shout out Forks, Washington.
yeah. Actually, I was in La Push, but drove through Forks. Didn't see any werewolves, but you can just tell, like, that whole area, it's kind of spooky. Like, it's all dark. Actually, back to death. Forks has the highest suicide rate in the world.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about it.
And I can see
Wait,
why
is it
it's-
higher than Japan? Because doesn't Japan
Well, they have
a
that
very...
forest. I don't know, but anyway, it might be just be in the U.S. or whatever, but it has like the highest suicide rate. But I get it, because it's so dark and kind of depressing there. Like, it's really beautiful, like in the summer. Like, if it's sunny, it's all green, and
Yeah.
but it's also just so kind of rainy and dark a lot of the year, and just like kind of
Yeah.
looks a little spooky.
Question.
Okay.
Do you think that it actually is spooky and creepy, or do you think because of the movies and the facts of the suicide that you know to be true about it, it reinforces that, and then you believe it's creepy even though maybe it's not?
I think it's already creepy, because I've been camping at we camp at Rialto Beach. We've been camping there, like, it's been a family tradition as long as I can remember. And we've always talked about how spooky it is there and how, like, creepy it is. Because if it's dark and you're driving and it's just like forest on each side of you, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
And it's really,
That's scary.
It's pretty scary. Like, you feel like something can just run out of the forest and you wouldn't know. You
Yeah.
can't see like more than a foot into the forest.
In high school for senior prom one year, I think, we were going to this after party at this cabin, but the cabin was in, like, middle of nowhere, and we drove kind of like what you were just talking about on this road where you couldn't see anything. It was so isolated, and it was this one road that was just going straight for probably 40 minutes, and it was so scary.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at any moment, someone could just, like, jump in, like, two clowns could jump in front of the car, We'd have to slam on our brakes. They would murder us, like drive our car into the forest, and no one would ever know we were gone.
I mean,
it's
you
in the
could
middle
just
of nowhere.
drive past them.
No, I know, but like if like my car happened to die,
Oh,
right
see, that's
away.
bad. You break down and you just see people walking out of the forest.
It's
That's
just really bad timing.
yeah. But like at the same time, when we were driving down that road, it's amazing how like actually green it is. And I've come to terms that is my favorite color, like forest green.
Oh,
Yeah, because we were just driving through and it was just on both sides, just like green.
so like Michigan State green, or like a little darker than that.
It's just like it's. I don't think it's an established color. I mean, it
Whoa.
is. I mean, it is, but it's just like
You gotta finding new colors over here.
yeah. I discovered a new shade of green. I don't know.
So
It's just
forest green. It's the mixture of the lights and the darks together.
Actually, I'm gonna look up what forest green looks like because I don't know what actually forest green looks
I feel like I know what you mean, because I feel like when you look up the color of forest green, the plain color isn't going to be that cool, but it's when you put it in the context of a forest that it gets cool.
Yeah. See, okay, this doesn't make sense because all the shades that I'm seeing are all different colors.
Yeah.
See, that's a little too dark. I like it a little lighter, more like Pantone 348 forest green.
Oh, okay. So yeah, look up that number on your Photoshop
Yeah.
color panel if you want to know what it is.
Yeah. But
Cool.
That's very cool.
So anything happened, or was it just a basic camping trip?
Yeah. I mean, we went camping, spreaded my grandma's ashes.
Oh, that's nice.
Some of her ashes got in my eye.
Oh, she's
Um,
with you forever.
Yeah, she's in there. Yeah, it's funny because last time my grandpa, we spread his ashes there.
Did he also?
And he got in everyone's mouths.
I'm sorry. I
know.
I shouldn't be laughing.
It's like
It's
kind of
just like-
sad, but it's with our family. It's like kind of a family joke that like grandpa got in our mouths, and one of my cousins said like she was pretty little, and she's like, "Grandpa tastes good." So, yeah. So a couple years ago, my grandpa got all over us and our mouths, and this time I was trying to pour some into a little thing, and I got it around the edges, and I tried to blow it like to get it off the edges, and it just all went in my eye. And so I know my eye was bugging me for a day.
Wow. So you.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Cool. Well,
Saw a bunch of seals at the beach.
Yeah.
Saw some pelicans, some seagulls. Basic
the
things.
usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've said it before, but I just want to say it again. We are so fortunate to grow up in Washington.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Blake visited from Louisiana. He was on the podcast a while ago. And when he was here, just in our neighborhood, we were just driving, and he just sees this hill across the lake.
Which
it's
is just normal to us.
It's just like a normal hill. There's houses there. It's like it's a city over there.
And there's trees on it.
And there's just trees on this hill. And he goes, "Dude, what is that mountain?" And we're like, "What?" It's just a hill. There's no name for it. And he was just mind blown because a lot of places don't even have hills.
Yeah, I know.
And we
it's
have
sad.
We get like you can go camping basically anywhere. There's a bazillion hikes, infinite mountains. It's pretty damn cool over here.
Yeah.
So if you guys never been to Seattle, it might get a bad rap. It is sort of depressing.
It does
at
rain.
times.
Come in the spring and the summer, early fall. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
One other thing about camping. Every time, dude, I leave smelling like campfire, but like bad campfire.
Ooh.
It's like old campfire, and it's not a good smell. And it's stuck on some of my clothes, and I wash them, and they still smell
Kind
like
of like
campfire.
casino, like cigarette smell.
A little like that. Yeah, it's just like the smoke getting on you.
Yeah.
Because like I'm usually the one that is starting the fire, and I'm leaning over the fire, and it was
Yeah.
kind of rainy, so I was like leaning over for a long time.
Yeah.
And there was one time we went camping that me and my sister got there first, and we were trying to get our spot, and we had to start a fire, and it was just like torrential downpours, and we were trying to get the canopy up, and it was just stressful. So eventually we had to cover the fire with the canopy, so all the smoke's coming in because
Wait,
the fire
you
was
put a
getting.
canopy over your fire?
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
That
Like,
sounds like
it's not gonna
smoke
catch on fire.
poisoning
But-
waiting to happen.
Basically, dude, I had
You
to.
guys are just in this box of smoke.
I know, because that's the only way we were gonna like survive because it was freezing. Like it was either that or go home, and we drove like 5 hours. So we're like, screw that.
Damn.
Yeah, but I had to defumigate my coat. I had to
Oh
take it to the dry cleaners and like defumigate it, and
What?
it still smelled like campfire. So
Holy
we threw it
shit.
away.
I kind of enjoy the smell of cigarettes only
That's
at the
disgusting.
beginning.
No, that's
When I
disgusting.
first get to a casino or just in Vegas, I like that dirty smell of smoke for like
That's
30
gross.
minutes to an hour, and then I start to get a headache. Kind of like Sharpies. I like the smell of Sharpies at the beginning, but within a little bit, then I just have a raging headache.
I get what you mean about some smells. I don't feel the way
Gasoline?
about cigarettes. I feel the way about gasoline and Sharpies.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's the only weird ones I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something totally unrelated. So today is Labor Day
Mm-hmm.
when we're recording this.
What is?
Do you even know what Labor Day is?
I think it's for all the laborers. It's for
I
all
was
the
trying
blue
to-
collar workers.
I was just trying to think, like, isn't literally the only point of Labor Day just to give people a day off from their labor? We're not actually celebrating anything. I don't think.
No, I think it's just like a day off, like universal day off.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I feel like I should look this up, though. What is...
It's just
Labor.
always known as like the weekend before we go back to school. I feel
Yeah.
like, in high school.
Labor Day in the United States of America is a public holiday celebrated on the first Monday of September. It honors the American labor movement and the power of collective action by laborers who are essential for the workings of society. So basically, it's just the universal
So it's like a
day
worker
off.
union got a day
It's just
off.
to celebrate that together workers can get shit done in society. So good job,
Yeah.
guys.
Good job, everyone. Good labor.
Okay. Also, so I've been alone in my house for the last 4 or 5 days because
Whoa, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. My family or my parents are gone. They're on vacation, and so it's just me.
You didn't throw like a rager.
No, I don't have any friends to invite to my rager.
You're right. I was gone.
You were gone. There's Shim. Me and Shim could have had a 2-person rager.
Yeah.
But when I'm by myself, I get kind of like, just when I'm by myself for an extended period of time, I have a lot of internal thoughts if I'm not doing something. So I usually try and keep myself busy so I don't go insane.
What are these internal thoughts?
So one of them that I had was I was done editing and I was just sitting there and I was like, wow, this is kind of weird that I will never be able to see John Farrar as anybody else. I'll never be able to understand who I am from your point of view or any other person's point of view, because my whole life and the way I understand the world is built on this isn't John Farrar, this is me. Like, this is who I am.
yeah, and
You can never see who Kyle is from other people's point of view.
but also the reverse. I can never see who you are internally. I can never think your thoughts. Like, I think thousands. I wonder how many thoughts you think a day.
Oh,
It's a lot.
a ton.
But there's so many that I never say,
Yeah.
and nobody else knows.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I'm thinking.
I think
about
of a
right
lot
now.
of fucked up things. Like, it's kind of like what we were talking about last episode where
like shooting people.
we don't want to
Like-
spit on someone's face,
Yeah,
but it's
but I
like,
could.
and you think about what would happen if I did do it.
Mhm.
Listen, never would I ever shoot someone, but I have thoughts about what would happen if I shot this person right now.
Well, that's
I do. I think people will try and deny and say they don't.
you ever
think
wonder
of
like,
fucked
could
up
I get
things.
away with murder?
Yeah, like stuff like that.
I think I could. No, I'm
And
just kidding.
everybody has weird thoughts like that. And it just kind of like blew my mind for a bit. And I was having this like existential crisis of like, I'm
You're stuck in your body.
stuck in me and I can never understand what I look like to other people.
Well, you could do some insane drugs and like get an outside perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's
Some
your only
LSD,
option. Yeah,
mushrooms. Yeah.
could be.
Because I wonder, obviously, when it comes to like the wavelengths, not the wavelengths, the waveforms of audio, my voice is going to sound the same to everybody when it comes, like,
But not to you.
technically. No, I mean, the way my voice, when I record it, it sounds the same to me and to you, but not in terms of how it like actually sounds, but the way it sounds. Like the way that I hear your voice
Yeah.
is probably going to be different than the way you hear your voice.
When I'm saying it, yeah.
Yeah.
But is it the same when I hear it, a recording of myself?
I guess my point is, even if you hear a recording, I'm going to interpret what you say in a different way. Like, I have to take what you say and kind of like decode it and understand it from the way I view the world.
I think
Am I losing you?
You might have lost me. I don't.
Okay. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying in the comments.
I think you have too much time on your own.
When I'm on my own for more than 3 days,
Yikes.
things get weird.
Yeah. Any other weird thoughts?
Wait, also, you were saying how you have like so many thousands or I don't even know, millions of thoughts a day.
Mhm.
So this other podcast I was listening to, they were talking about how like none of our thoughts are our own. All these thoughts that we have, like everything we think has been thought by somebody else. And the way we think it is because of what we've learned over our life and the things that we've heard and seen and done. And so what I was thinking is, if all of our thoughts are kind of a reaction of other people's thoughts, who was the first person to have the first thought?
Also, what I wonder is, if you don't know a language, what are you thinking? You don't, because I think in English. You know what I mean?
I don't think you do. Do you?
Yeah.
If
I'm speaking to myself in my head or something.
But when I have thoughts, I don't actually use words. Like, I'm not thinking in words. I'm just thinking of like an action.
You're thinking pictures.
Yeah, I'm just like visual, like
I
think
an
action or a thing.
So like you.
So like if I'm angry, I'm not gonna think the word angry. I think of like I feel an emotion.
Like if I'm mad at you, in my head, I'm saying like, oh fuck you, like fuck.
I don't say any words in my head.
See, I say internal words, I think.
Oh, I don't.
John mad.
No, there's no words. It's just like thoughts and emotions, and like I don't know if at least for me, I don't feel like my thoughts are words or a language. But yeah, that's a good question. Like, who was the first person to have a thought, and who was the first person to think of the concept of a language?
We've talked about that, and it's so confusing to even think about. Also, I guess it's natural for humans to feel sad or to feel mad or happy, you know? But, like, maybe that's not true, and maybe that's something that we all came up with. Like, I'm upset because...
So you're saying...
Think about two cavemen. One of them gets punched in the face. How does he know that that's a bad thing?
Whoa!
Like, maybe...
Whoa!
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think it's like
that's like a game.
Like an instinctual thing of just survival.
Yeah, I guess
like
so.
Certain animals just do things in certain scenarios out of
like
instinct.
If you punch a gorilla, like it's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, not because he's like quote unquote angry, but more just because that's the instinct.
You're a threat to them.
Yeah, but yeah, like what if we just started like if cavemen back in the caveman days, that punching someone in the face was just fun. Like that was a game.
Yeah,
it was to see how much you could hurt the other person.
Yeah, it's like boxing.
Oh. Yeah, so that's weird in boxing because there's rules involved. You're allowed to hurt each other as much as you want, but when there's no rules involved, you're not allowed to hurt someone.
Yeah, and you get paid to hurt people.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
I feel like being an MMA fighter or a boxer,
dude, so many concussions.
Oh yeah, there'd be. I mean, from what I've heard and listened to like Joe Rogan's podcast, he says that MMA is like the worst possible sport for your body. And like in terms of like brain damage and
destroyed by another human.
And there's no helmets, there's no padding. It's literally just brain damage and broken bones.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is, if you were someone who had like internal flames and anger just built up, that would be a really cool career to have if you could find a way to channel that.
And like you were good at fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard to beat the shit out of someone, though, if I'm not, like, angry. Like, if my life is going well and things are good and I'm happy, I don't know if I'd have it in me to just try and find a reason to literally try and murder you.
Well, I think that's because you're not an angry person. Although I think you are an angry person, but...
But there are fighters that aren't angry people, I think.
Yeah, but there's always some sort of internal thing that, like, fires them up, you know? Like, it could be, like, their dad was mean to them. Or, like... their mom.
That was convincing, dude.
Their girlfriend broke up with them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus, there's other fighters that like throw personal attacks, and it's like, why would you want to make them more angry? You know?
Yeah, I'd try to be super nice.
I would hype him up. I'd be like, yeah, he's attractive. He's a good fighter. I'm afraid of him.
Yeah. Okay, I got another thing.
Okay.
This is one of those thoughts that I had. So, I asked Kyle before the podcast, do you ever have thoughts that are so funny or ideas that are so funny that you just start cracking up by yourself? Oh, you spilled on yourself twice this episode.
Yeah. Anyways.
when I'm by myself, I don't actually laugh out loud very often.
It's more of a
yeah, but today I had one where I was taking a piss and I thought of something and I actually started verbally laughing.
Think of?
So that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
when you are in love with someone,
Okay.
is that the same as loving? So being in love with someone,
Why is that
the same
funny?
as listen? Is that the same as loving someone?
No.
I agree. I think they're different. But I was thinking in my head, like, what if they were kind of synonyms? So it's like, I'm in love with my dad. And then I was thinking of like saying that in a sentence. Like, dude, I'm so in love with my dad.
So let me get this straight. You were taking a piss and you were thinking about love.
Yeah. And I was thinking, what if there was no distinction between saying I love someone and I am
Yeah.
in love with someone? Because it's only one word that makes a difference.
Yeah.
But it's a big
In and I love. Yeah. I
Like,
think you're
you're
attracted
like-
to your dad.
it's like what if you were like,
So madly
I'm in love with my mom?
So madly in love with my dad. Oh, that's messed up.
It's kind of funny though. I don't. Was that,
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's just like, why were you thinking about that when you're taking a piss?
dude? Too much time alone. I maybe I have like,
But I was there.
I know, but maybe I have the beginning of cabin fever, kind of.
What's cabin fever?
Well,
Do you actually get a fever?
I mean, have you seen what's the movie?
John is pounding his fist in the air.
What's the movie?
I don't know.
It's like the most famous movie ever.
Cabin in the Woods?
No, oh my god,
Wait, no. Let me guess this. Keep going.
dude,
Keep
it's like
going.
literally one of the most
It.
famous.
No. Don't tell me.
I
Don't tell
need
me.
to find
Give me a hint. I'll figure this out.
It's in Colorado. This guy.
The Shining.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I couldn't think of The Shining. But he gets cabin fever
Oh, it's
because he's
there for too long?
isolated for so long,
Is that what happened to him?
and then he goes crazy, and then he kills his family.
I need to watch that again. It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie, but I think maybe I have like the onset of that.
John, you've been in your house for like 3. It's not like you're only in your
I'll-
house. Did you go to the gym and stuff and like
Yeah.
talk to people?
I mean, not talk to people now.
You didn't talk to anyone for 4 days.
Although I talked to Jordan at the gym,
All right.
but outside the gym, I don't think I've said a word.
You didn't. You recorded a video. You talked to a
Oh,
camera.
I talked to myself.
Technically, you're not talking to yourself. Though you're talking to other people.
I guess, yeah. I guess my point
Wait,
is,
so you didn't do anything this weekend?
no, I haven't
Why?
done anything because
Why?
I've been editing for like 10 hours a day.
Damn.
Speaking of,
Your life is nothing without me.
without work and like this podcast, I don't know what I wouldn't do
No,
anything.
me too.
Yeah.
Not much. Not much going on.
But speaking of talking to a camera,
Porn.
the video the video of the 30-day challenge is officially up.
Yep, I just watched it.
When you guys are watching this video, it has been publicized. Kyle-
Publicized?
It's been
Published.
Kyle found one typo in the video.
See if you guys can find it.
Yeah, let me know if you guys can find the one typo. It took 9 hours to export, so I'm not about to go back and re-export it for one letter. So, anyways,
It turned out very good. There's a sexy white boy in the video.
yeah,
few
Kyle's in a lot
times.
of it, so check it out.
Yeah, it's me. So I was eating breakfast.
You
I
were
was-
thinking you were eating breakfast? You were thinking about eating breakfast?
Well, I was eating breakfast, and I was thinking about eating breakfast while eating breakfast.
Okay.
In words, I was thinking about eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Why have we decided that certain foods are breakfast foods, certain foods are like dinner, dessert?
Yeah.
Why is that the case? Why are eggs breakfast? Why is bacon breakfast? Why is toast breakfast? Why are
Yeah.
waffles and pancakes all breakfast?
I think it's dumb.
Because that's my least favorite.
But don't you
That's
wait,
my
so
least favorite category of food.
You're telling me if you could have like spaghetti type of meal, pasta meals
Honestly, if that
versus
was
pancake meals, you would choose pasta dishes over pancakes, waffles, bacon, that type
but are
of
we
stuff?
saying like for breakfast or just for a meal?
No, just like it's not any like time does not exist.
Okay. Oh, pasta, 100%, 100 times out of
What?
100 times. Yes.
But you love sugar. You almost love sugar as
Yeah,
much as
I know.
me.
Yeah, but I don't like. I don't know. This might be a hot take. I think breakfast food is not great. Like I like some breakfast
Wow.
food, and there's times where I'll just devour some breakfast, but it's like I have to force myself to like eat breakfast.
Damn.
Yeah, I
dude.
know. It's
That's
rough
pretty crazy.
because I'm not that hungry when I wake up. I don't know if maybe that's why I don't like breakfast food that much. I'm not a huge eggs guy, but like I eat eggs. But
So let's say, okay, maybe you don't like it because you're not that hungry when you wake up. But have you ever
But
like
throughout the day, I've never
at
craved.
dinner time? You never been like, oh, let's do breakfast for dinner.
No, I would hate that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm kind of offended.
Sorry that you're offended.
But I do think it's dumb that certain foods are for certain meals.
Yeah.
Like I would always get shit on when I lived in Texas. It would be like 10 o'clock at night, and I had the go-to thing. I would eat a bagel with peanut butter on it,
That's
Greek
good.
yogurt,
Okay, that sounds like a breakfast.
bell peppers,
That's weird.
and like a protein bar or something. And they were like, why the fuck? Like, that's the weirdest fucking combination of foods. Like, why are you having a bagel this late? And why are you having veggies at 10 o'clock? And I'm like, dude, they're just good foods. You put them together, they're still good. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what time of day it is.
See, I get why some people are anti eating like certain things for breakfast. Because if I start my day off with pizza,
It's
like,
just
my
a
whole
bad
day.
day.
It's bad, yeah.
And I've tried recently in the morning to have like substantial meat other than
Yeah.
bacon, like chicken or like steak.
It's hard.
It's so hard to eat it in the morning because I'm just like, it smells weirder in the morning. Something throws me off about meat in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah. Not a morning meat guy. John doesn't like his morning meat. I've just been feeling very uninspired with my food lately.
Whoa.
You know,
I want to
feel like
inspire you again. I feel bad.
thank you. I feel I just eat the same things every day. Like, I'll go through my routine. In the morning, I'll wake up and I'll have, I'll make eggs, bacon, and make like a tortilla, like with the tortilla. It's just like a little breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
And then turkey bacon, not regular
Okay.
bacon. And then I'll make like a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie, throw some protein powder in there, throw spinach.
That's a solid breakfast.
It's a great breakfast. And that was super good for like 3 weeks. And now it's like, what do I do now?
Mix it up. You make
But what else can I make? Because I don't like eggs that much. And I'm kind of tired of bacon.
Listen,
And that's kind of all I want. And hash browns, I guess, but it takes a while to make.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, dude, it's easy because I can't cook for shit and I hate cooking. But like, if you wanted to and if you were good at cooking, there's like lots of other things. Like
Right.
there are other options.
Throwing out there.
I don't know because
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
can't
saying.
cook.
Yeah, I got to talk to a chef.
But I have also eaten the same thing for breakfast for like 10 years.
Right,
So,
because I made it the other day and I was just like, I had to force it down. Like,
Yeah.
this is no longer good. I don't.
it's either eggs and bacon or something in that realm, some
Yeah.
form of scramble or burrito thing. Or if I'm like, have less time, it's just toast and peanut butter.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
a
that and
go-to?
bacon. That's what I usually do
Yeah.
if I'm feeling slow.
Um,
And I'm not a guy that just wants a bunch of waffles and pancakes for breakfast. Like, that's just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I like waffles. I'm a waffle guy.
I don't
I'll
have
make
a waffle.
waffle.
I don't have a waffle maker. If I had a waffle maker, I'd consider it, but I just feel like it's not that healthy of a breakfast for me.
Yeah,
It's just a bunch of carbs in the morning. Like, I
and
feel like
sugar.
I want better stuff than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any good, like, pretty healthy breakfast ideas, hit me up. And then, yeah, like my mom was saying, she's going to the store. Do you want me to pick anything up? And I was just like, I don't know, because
I don't know what I
I
want.
eat the same things every day, and I'm kind of tired of them.
Maybe you gotta just like, I was gonna say mix it up with your fruit and veggies, but then I realized you can't.
That's another thing. I'm limited in the fruit department because I'm allergic to a lot of fruit. They make my throat swell up. Like, I would love to have watermelon for breakfast, but I can't.
And recently, your stomach's been a little wishy-washy.
It has been.
You've
The
been
mornings have been
have
bad.
some crazy poops
I
recently
have been, yeah.
due to burgers. You think?
I don't know.
So maybe
But
you're
I
on the
haven't had a
verge of getting
burger.
allergic to meat too.
No, I don't think so. I think it could have just been some bad meat. I hope.
Do you
My
think you get
stomach's been weird.
depressed if you found out you could never have meat again?
Yes, I would be, because what would I eat? I can't eat a lot of fruit. What would I eat? Nuts?
Bro,
How would I
what
get
if
any
you
protein?
what if you had to be vegan because you're allergic to meat,
Oh my
but then you
God.
also are allergic
Just
to
take me.
a bunch of veggies
Just-
and fruit?
Calling it off.
What
Like,
would you
I don't
even
I don't know what I would eat. What is another source of protein that I would eat? Nuts?
Tofu.
It's fucking disgusting. I don't want tofu in my life.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd be fucked.
And then lunch and dinner, I just have chicken and like asparagus and broccoli.
I could have chicken every day and never get bored
No,
of it though.
I do have chicken most days.
yeah,
And I'm getting a little bored of it because it's so plain.
yeah.
It's just, I feel so limited.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because I will avoid cooking at all costs.
Me too.
By the time I die, I will have wasted so much money on meals that I could have cooked at home but didn't want to.
Right.
And it's going to be kind of sad, but I think that's just the price I'm willing to pay to avoid cooking.
Anyways, if anyone has any ideas for food I can make that's pretty good for me,
yeah,
please let us know.
Okay. Do you ever think to yourself, what's the point of all this?
I do a lot.
Like, why?
Why am I here?
Well, yes, why am I here? Or why do I try so hard? We're all just going to die. We've kind of talked about that before a little bit. How, life is just life. Shit's going to happen. So just don't try so hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like helpful in some ways.
Yeah.
It is depressing in some ways, but it's kind of helpful.
Yeah.
I think that this is all going to end.
Yeah.
It's all just.
It's all temporary.
Yeah. As long as you're happy, then whatever.
I was kind of thinking about that. And then I was also thinking, you remember the episode of The Office? I don't know if you remember it.
No, I probably do.
When they first merged together,
Mm-hmm.
the branches.
Yeah.
And one of the Stanford guys, they find out that he is an ex-convict.
Yeah.
And he was describing his time in prison and how, like, it was awesome. And everybody, and then Michael was trying to convince them how bad prison
where
was.
You, like, live life to the fullest or whatever.
Yeah. He was trying to tell them, like, oh, prison's terrible. Like, don't drop the soap, all this stuff.
Yeah. Prison Mike.
I was kind of thinking,
you want to go to prison?
certain prisons don't sound that bad. If some of the stories I've heard, like, obviously, some of the high security ones where they got Pablo Escobar's in there, you don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
But if you're just like your average Joe Schmo prison in Nebraska,
Dude, no.
all I'm saying is
Nebraska.
but life would be
Think
so
about the
much,
people that are in that jail, John. No one that you'll be friends with.
but it's probably life is so much less stressful if you don't have any obligations.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not saying I would want to be in prison. I'm just saying
You kind of are.
No, I'm just saying I've had a lot of stress and thoughts about like life and all these obligations and different things you have to do and accomplish.
Right.
But if it all gets stripped away and you don't have to accomplish anything because you can't accomplish anything, there's not a whole lot to get stressed about.
Well, I have something to say to you. I think if you're reaching this point where you're so stressed out that you'd rather be in prison than work hard at something and try to have purpose in your life, then you need to talk to someone, John. I don't know. Like you're not living a good life.
I talk to myself.
That's the problem. Is you gotta find a friend. God, like honestly.
No, I'm good. No, I'm not like it's not a bad stress. It's more of like a wow.
Well, it seems bad if you're thinking of going to jail, and Nebraska would be better than this.
It's not. No, it's like not that I want to spit in someone's face, but I've thought about it. Not that I want to go to prison,
but you've thought about
it. But I've thought about the possibility that maybe prison would be nice. Like imagine waking up every day and
on a hard ass bed with your person above you that might want to rape you,
and all you have to do is nothing. Just maybe finish your book that you started.
Okay, well if you think
learn a little bit, you go to one of your classes that they provide for you, and you get to learn.
Well, if you think you're going insane living in your house right next to a lake in beautiful Washington,
but
then you're gonna go insane by yourself in a jail in Nebraska.
But I could befriend the. Listen, don't get hung up on the Nebraska thing.
All right, either way, it's
anywhere.
Jail. Okay.
Yeah, but I could make friends there, find people that have wanted to turn their life around.
Right, but what people are you gonna have? What are you gonna have in common with these people?
I don't know. Maybe they also wanted to go to prison.
Dude,
I'm not saying I want to go to prison. It was a thought I had. Okay. I thought I would throw it out there.
You want to try it?
No.
Okay.
But one day, if I'm not on the podcast anymore,
he's in prison.
Probably in prison.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
we could do collect calls, and I can pay to have you on this podcast. We can do collect calls and
just calling from the prison.
Yeah.
And after 10 minutes,
you have 10 minutes remaining.
Then it's just them yanking me away from the phone. No, I'm not done.
Yeah, don't go to jail.
All right, I won't. All right, well, anyways, we're going to transition to the segments now because one of mine will take quite a while and will kind of be like a whole second half of the show.
Oh, boy.
So we're just going to start a little earlier to get to this. So
you want to start with that one, or you want to finish with that one?
I want to finish with that one.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just rattle off the quicker ones. So Kyle, who's going to the principal's office this week for you?
Have you seen the video on Twitter of this? So you've heard about the hurricane that's coming? Hurricane Dorian or some shit?
Yeah, Dorian.
Dorian. First of all, why do they name it Dorian? That's stupid.
Dory?
I think Dorian.
Oh.
I might be
There's
wrong.
people named Dorian.
Yeah, but like that's kind of a dumb name. They named
fucking Katrina. There's not many people named Katrina.
No, I get that. Harvey.
Yeah.
They picked the ugliest
They picked like really old names.
There was like Irma or something?
Yeah.
Irma. Like, come on, Sandy. Come on. Why can't it be like
maybe it's like
Kyle or
person,
Josh?
Like whoever's in charge is just naming all their like really old great-great-grandparents.
Hurricane Herbert. All right. Anyways, the hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
And I saw this interview on Twitter of this fucking stupid guy in Florida who's
classic.
I don't want to be mean because he kind of reminded me of something your dad might say.
I mean, you already called him fucking stupid, so you might as well just be mean.
Well, this guy was saying, well, the reason why they're saying this hurricane's coming is because of the warm weather in the water, and it's like stirring up a storm. That's how hurricanes start.
Yeah,
like warm.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So he goes, well, we have a navy. Why don't we just bring a bunch of ice and put it in the ocean and cool things down?
My dad would say
and
that.
I was like, that's something John's dad would say. And this guy was so serious about it. He's like, it's so simple. Like, why don't we have a navy. Why don't we just do something about this? Instead of just like saying, oh, no, we got a hurricane coming. And obviously, dude, you're so stupid.
I mean.
But maybe he's got something.
No, I mean, it's dumb. But I don't know why it's dumb. I don't know the science behind it.
No,
like,
I don't either. But
hypothetically, that sounds like it would work.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like, I know it probably wouldn't.
The logistics are a little.
Just like thousands of tons of
power.
ice.
The power you would need to keep this ice frozen in Florida to move it out to sea.
Onto a ship. Just dump it in.
Dump it. You'd freeze a bunch of fish. Like,
I don't know. But
turning the Atlantic into the Arctic, basically.
Yeah.
To stop hurricanes. That is human innovation that can ruin the world or save the world.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's stupid until we try it.
Right.
Maybe it'll work.
So,
but probably
yeah, part of
not.
me was like, this guy's onto something. Part of me is like, this guy lives in Florida. You should have seen what he looked like. He just looks like he lived in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he's my principal's office today.
Okay. Cool. Well, I got two. First of all, there's a woman who ate 4 jars of mayonnaise in 3 minutes.
Yeah, you sent me this video.
Now, I just want to say,
mayonnaise.
we are not the first podcast to talk about this. I've heard this all over the internet. Every big podcast has talked about it. Every news outlet's put out an article about this girl. She's a speed eater.
It's pretty incredible.
It's incredible, but at the same time, is it? Because you don't have to chew anything. It's kind of just like chugging a liquid.
Yeah, but it's really thick, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's got to take some power to, like,
dude,
swallow that, you know?
And to not throw up, dude. That's
it gets stuck in my throat.
I can understand doing that with, like, mustard or maybe ketchup.
No.
But mayonnaise, dude, mayonnaise is the grossest.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So she, I don't know. Good for her. She set a world record, but it was just fucking disgusting. And I was hungry when I watched it, and I was not hungry at all when I finished watching it.
I watched it late at night, and I was just like, I'm gonna shit my pants.
And they had fucking 10 jars of mayonnaise lined up, like assuming that she was gonna get through farther. 10 jars in 3 minutes. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. Good for her. You're getting sent to the principal's office. The second one, the Straight Pride Parade.
Oh my God!
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
It was today. I think it was today, either today or yesterday. All the stuff I've seen happened today in New York, I believe. These people decided to start a straight pride parade, and everybody's getting mad. Straight people are getting mad, and gay people are getting mad.
Yeah,
understandably so. Like, I just think it's so fucking stupid. And I don't know. The best. I've seen a bunch of tweets about it, but one that I saw that I agreed with was like, these people are marching as if they like actually are working for something and had to earn something or like stand up for something.
Yeah.
When it's like nothing. It's just
exactly
this privilege that we've had to like get married and shit and like live a straight life and not get fucking.
And the reason the gay people are marching is because it's finally becoming more acceptable, and they've had to like hide themselves, and now it's not hiding yourself and saying,
Yeah.
this is who I am,
Gay
and I'm
people
proud
have
of it.
gotten fucking murdered, beaten.
And it's still happening.
Yeah, they're not allowed to get married. So
But
they're marching for a reason. And then there's just all these straight people that are like, well, if gay people can have a parade,
Exactly.
why can't we have a parade?
exactly.
I'm like, all right, dude. So I don't know.
That guy in that video would be in that parade for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah. It's like,
you
come
have nothing to march for.
And they know they deep down they know.
Oh,
it too.
yeah.
But they're just trying to be that guy that's like, well, if you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
So anyways, moving on. What are you turning into creative writing this week? Did you finish your project?
I did. I didn't have anything like super crazy, but last night I had kind of a scary dream.
Okay.
I was locked in a house. From what I remember, my mom and I and my dad went to like our neighbor's house, and they were inviting us over. They're like, "Oh, we're having a dinner party. Everyone can come."
Okay.
And these people are nice in real life. They're not scary,
Yeah.
but they like locked us in the house and like wouldn't let us leave. And I remember they took my dad to the basement and they were like torturing him.
Dude, it's like Get Out.
Yeah, and that reminded me of Get Out. And it was like the kind of thing where I knew something was wrong, but I didn't want them to know that I knew something was wrong. So I was trying to just play it off watching a movie while my dad was getting tortured. And I was
didn't
just
go
like
help your dad?
in my head I was like, I don't want them to like suspect me, and I'm about to run out this front door when they leave. And then I woke up. And I also remember a helicopter coming over, and they somehow camouflaged the house so it
Whoa.
didn't look.
Like Boeing.
Yeah, like that.
Wow.
So that was my
So
dream.
you let your dad get just obliterated in the basement.
I guess. He took one
Damn.
for the team, but I think I got out.
Nice.
I also had wet laundry, like in my lap the whole dream.
Oh, that you meant in real life.
No.
Like you woke up and your laundry was all wet.
I was doing laundry right before I went to bed, so that's probably where that came from. But I had a bag of wet laundry like
Ooh,
next to me the whole night or the whole dream.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought it over to my neighbor's house, but
Sick.
anyways.
Oh,
what do you got?
because you haven't been able to do laundry for so long.
Well, no, I had done laundry right before I went to bed.
No, I know, but like in your dream, you were going back to like a week ago when you couldn't do laundry, and you brought it to your neighbor's house to do it there.
Could
Maybe.
be. Yeah, could be.
Cool. Well, I have had some crazy fucking dreams.
Okay, what do you got?
I have two. I kind of want to tell both of them.
All right,
Is that okay?
that is okay with me.
I had a dream that I was a pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels.
Wow, that's.
Very unlikely.
I already know why you thought that is because of the pitcher that just died. They just heard about his autopsy.
Yeah, and I read that the other day.
Yeah.
So I got so mad at the umpire for some of his calls that I started aggressively flipping him off. Like, fuck you, man, fuck you.
Did you
like,
get tossed?
yeah, so first of all, he gave me a technical foul, which they don't have in baseball. But he gave me a technical,
Damn.
and then I kept like really aggressively flipping him off. Like, have you ever seen that video of those guys in New York that are like yelling at each other on the street? And they're like,
Yeah.
like I was doing that. And so eventually he gave me a second technical.
Damn, double
and
technical.
ejected me. But I wouldn't leave. I just kept giving him the finger.
Yeah.
And so eventually I slowly started walking away, but I wouldn't leave. I was walking to the outfield, but I kept giving him the finger the whole
And like
time.
no one tried to stop you.
No, they were just
Coaches
all
didn't come
watching
out.
me just throw a fit.
So you're just walking away, hand in the air.
No, I was facing him. I was walking
Just
backwards.
walking backwards like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So when I get to the outfield, all the fans like run over to, because I was in like the right field corner, right by the foul pole.
Okay.
And all the fans from the whole stadium kind of like migrate to that corner because I'm talking to people. And so I'm like famous and they want to talk to me.
All right.
And then,
This is all during a game.
yeah, like the game has stopped and everybody's just watching me. So I climb up on the outfield fence.
Wow.
And they reach their hands down. They make like a human ladder kind of where they all hold each other's
and they
legs.
pull you into the stands?
And they pull me into the stands.
Damn.
And then I was talking with them and like was buddies with them. And then one of the guys' names was Connor Crisp,
Whoa.
who was one of our buddies who passed
Yeah.
away. And
That's
he
really-
didn't look like Connor
wasn't
at
him.
all, but his name was Connor Crisp. And I was like, dude, oh my God. And then it ended.
Wow. That's, yeah.
So
What
I don't know.
What do you make from that?
I don't know.
John
I guess
doesn't
I'm
like.
an angry person.
You don't like authority.
I think I just see the thing I noticed is I didn't say a single word to the umpire. So I get angry, but
Just
I don't
this.
like to express it. Maybe I just keep it in.
I think you need to use your words more than you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you do use your words, it's very very loud and like
And angry.
explosive.
Yeah. So, anyways, the second one, I was going to an AAU basketball game.
Mm.
So like a club basketball game. And we were playing a team that was really good. They were all 6'6", 6'8",
It's classic.
230, huge.
You win by 30 or you lose by 30.
Yeah, we should have lost by 40, but I played this game and I just started going off. I was
Whoa.
having the game of my life.
Okay.
And it's halftime, and I have at least 20 points.
Damn.
So then me and this kid named Trey and this other kid named Bo, who both
were on
went to
your
our
team?
high school, they were on my team for some reason.
Okay.
And at halftime, we went across the street. Like, we left the gym, and we went to the Dollar General, like a dollar store.
Okay.
And we were looking for staples. Like, staples to staple papers. I have no idea why.
Okay.
And it took us so long to find these staples that when we came back, the game had already started. And I was like the star player.
Yeah.
But I really had to go pee. So I
Oh.
go into the bathroom, and the urinal is so high on the wall. It's like the urinal
So you're just-
is higher than my head, dude. And so I was peeing.
I
was
wouldn't put
like,
it past an AAU place you'd play an AAU game at. Like, there's weird shit.
dude, they're so like sketchy and dirty
Yeah.
and gross. And so I was trying to pee, and it was like going up but not even making it to the urinal.
Just pee on the floor.
Yeah. So anyways.
Did you wet your bed?
No.
Oh, that's lame.
But I woke up and I had to go pee.
Mm.
So then I went pee. But so then I get back to the bench, and I was having the game of my life, and the coach just wouldn't put me back in.
I
was
blame
like,
him.
I was yelling I was yelling at him like, "Dude, put me in." Now, listen. Then what I found out is that I had the first half of my life, and I thought we were doing amazing, but our team was down by 40 points at halftime.
Ah.
And then when I wasn't in, they started to come back, and then we were up.
Wow.
So my coach was basically telling me, like, the reason we were down is because you were in the game.
Your plus minus is not good.
Yeah, so they started to win. My team was winning. Then all of a sudden, they go up for a rebound, and the best player on our team, who's like this really tall, really athletic guy, comes down on top of the pile, and his back just snaps in half. Like, his back snaps, and his legs were all the way forward, touching the back of his head. So picture your body
Like
just
a lawn
gets
chair.
folded in half. Yeah.
Okay.
And he started screaming at the top of his lungs, and everybody was freaking out because we just witnessed this guy snap his back. And the medics come, and then all of a sudden, he just walks off the court fine. And he's like, "Oh, guys, I'm fine. My glasses just poked me in the eye."
Oh, duh.
So that's it, and then it ended.
Not much explanation.
So
I don't know what to make of that.
yeah, I got a comment the other day on one of our other episodes last week about, like, someone was like, "Man, John has some wild ass dreams."
You got weird dreams, dude. A lot of like violence in your dreams. You need to chill. I think you need a different way. I think maybe you need to start boxing. You need a way to get your aggression out.
Before I go to bed.
Yeah, because you're an aggressive person.
How come dreams always end before the best fucking part,
I
dude?
know. I didn't know if I got out of that house.
Yeah, I had this other dream again where I was in love with a girl. Then right when she's about to marry me, it just ends.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
God, dude. I've never had a dream where the best part actually happens.
Yeah,
Ever.
I know.
Why is that? That's so stupid. Your
Why-
brain is like fucking with you.
Yeah.
It knows what you want and then doesn't give it to you. Maybe it wants you to work harder.
That's life.
wow.
It's like you can't just get what you want.
dude.
It's deep.
Moving on. Who's the new kid this week, Kyle?
I couldn't think of a great one, but I'm just gonna say sitting on the couch on the weekends because football's back.
Oh, football, baby.
Just had a fantasy draft. I got another one tomorrow.
It's a big time of year for someone like you.
For someone like me,
This might be
This
the
is-
best.
this is the
month
best
of the
stretch.
year.
This is the best stretch, and especially because I'm not in school anymore. This was always a time where it's bittersweet because I'm going back to school, but football starts, and I'm like not in school and football starts, so it's just great.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm excited. First game's on Thursday. This will be coming out on the day of the first game, right?
This will be coming out on Thursday.
So
Yeah, first NFL game.
right now,
Cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
You guys should turn this off and watch the game.
I mean,
no,
this
don't do that.
video goes up at 1.
Right.
And the game's not until like 5 or 7. So you shouldn't turn this off.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I have weird food crossover or like marketing combinations. So for example, I put on the Pim story the other day. There's now Sour Patch Kids cereal.
That's disgusting.
Now, I think that actually sounds good. Like I would try it.
Okay, you would try it, but would you actually? Do you think you would like it?
No, I don't think I would like it, but I definitely would try it.
Oh, I would try it. Yeah.
Like I'd buy it because it's cool. So I looked up,
sour and milk. That's disgusting.
but that's the thing. I don't think it would actually be sour. It would be kind of just like sweetish, like fruity, like Trix kind of probably. I don't know. So I looked up some of the weirdest food crossover marketing things that different companies have done. They're all fucking disgusting. So we're going to see which ones you would and would not try.
Okay.
So wasabi and hot chicken wing Oreos.
Ew.
Those just came out.
What?
And apparently they're only in like China or something.
That's so gross.
Wasabi and hot chicken wing Oreos.
See, I'm not even good with spicy stuff, but like,
I don't think it would actually be spicy though.
well, I think wasabi's gross.
Yeah, that
Chicken wings I can get behind, but not on Oreos. I don't even like Oreos that much.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a no.
Look, I think I'd try all these things, but I
But
would
you
not
wouldn't
expect. No, I wouldn't. I already know I wouldn't like it.
We'll see. Maybe there'll be one in here that you think you might like.
Yeah,
you know?
could be.
All right, the next few that I list, I found on an article called "The 16 Bizarre Fast Food Items That Are Ridiculously Over the Top."
Ew. Okay.
So the first one, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter a couple years ago, but Burger King in Japan during Halloween had a black bun, black cheese burger. It's literally black.
Ew. That just looks burned.
Yeah, it looks just like burnt and disgusting, and apparently people tried it, and it was not very good.
It probably has a weird food coloring flavor.
And I think even if it didn't have a weird flavor, psychologically, I would think that it would have, like, I would think it would taste weird even if it didn't.
I wonder if eyes closed, you would notice a difference.
Probably. It can't be good.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut Hong Kong released Flying Fish Roe Salmon Cream Cheese Pizza.
Nope. Don't like fish. I'm sure for somebody they might enjoy that, but I don't like fish.
I would never want fish on my pizza. I don't even mind fish, but I would not eat any pizza that had fish on it.
No, dude.
All right, Burger King Japan, Windows 7 Whopper. So in 2009, when Windows 7 got released and updated,
Okay.
Burger King released a Whopper with 7 fucking baddies on it.
Oh, see, that I'm about. I just wish it wasn't Burger King, but like a
7 though? Look at it. You're not going to eat
Oh
that?
my God.
You
What
can't
a
even,
waste.
You can't even get your mouth around that.
Look, that would probably taste the best of all these things.
Yeah, because it's just adding what's already there.
It's adding the best part.
Also, have you ever got a Whopper?
No. Maybe when I was younger.
I mean, we both have talked about how we don't like Burger
King's
King,
trash,
but I
so
feel
don't
like
really go there.
out of all the famous, like the Big Mac, what are other famous burgers at different?
I don't know. The
Each
buttery
place
Jack.
has their famous.
Dude, Jack in Box Buttery Jack. That sounds like vomit. Buttery? You just smeared butter on it to an already gross fast food item.
I mean, I think that'd be way better than a Whopper.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You can try it.
All right.
I don't want to though.
Pizza Hut Australia. One thing you'll notice is
It's all-
Pizza Hut has a ton of these weird things.
And Burger King. It
Burger
seems like.
King and Pizza Hut.
Two places I don't go.
Yeah. Pizza Hut Australia released hot dog stuffed crust pizza.
Oh hell yeah! I don't like hot dogs that much, but that is the best option so far.
No, what?
I don't.
Bro,
like
they put mustard and ketchup on the crust.
That's gross.
So when you hold it, you're just
Okay, I thought it was like a little hot dog in like the stuffed crust.
no, like the whole crust. You're
Is
basically
hot dog?
Well, it's hot dog, but just with a thin layer of crust. But it's like a
Ew.
full size.
Okay,
like
that's
hot dog.
that's gross, but that is the best option so far. Sadly.
All right. Okay, this one sounds pretty good. Japan released Kit Kat sandwich.
Okay.
So it's Kit Kat, but it's garnished with whipped cream,
nice.
orange peel shavings, and it's between 2 slices of white bread.
Ew. That could be okay, cause like Nutella and bread's all right.
Yeah, it's just
I'd try it.
I'd try it. I mean, it'd probably be whatever.
But who sells this?
Japan.
Just all right.
McDonald's Japan.
Oh god.
This one would make me throw up, probably.
Okay.
So it says during select winters at certain locations, McDonald's has been known to roll out the McRib,
Yeah.
which I've never tried, but
I
that
haven't.
sounds gross.
I haven't and I won't.
But it says during some seasons in Japan, McDonald's offers the Grokoro burger, which has a breadcrumb crusted patty. Which has a breadcrumb crusted patty
Okay.
made out of macaroni,
Nice.
shrimp, and
No.
creamy white sauce, all mixed together.
If you like-
Macaroni and shrimp and
yeah,
white sauce.
Yeah, that's weird. If you had shrimp, if you like shrimp, I can see how that's being good. If it were like
Yeah.
macaroni and bacon, I can get behind it.
But I like macaroni and bacon. But even if it was macaroni and bacon, just like knowing that it came from McDonald's.
Well, no,
it's just
yeah,
like,
I
that's just
agree.
gross.
Look, I'm looking. This is a relative thing here
Yeah.
compared to these options. This is one of the better ones, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't even like shrimp.
Okay. McDonald's Switzerland has what's called McGrillischnag.
Oh, okay. McGrillish.
Pig on pig. The Swiss burger consists of a curiously shaped pork sausage curled on a potato pancake patty and topped with bacon.
That's the best option so far.
That's not that weird. I mean, I probably wouldn't pick it, but
I wouldn't pick it, but that is the best option by a long shot.
yeah. Whoa. KFC Korea. KFC's joining in now.
Oh god.
Zinger Double Down.
Double down.
As a KFC Korea spokesperson told Bloomberg, the new Zinger Double Down King was created for consumers with a hearty appetite and a fondness of meat. The promotional menu item currently available in Korea, which includes a beef patty topped with bacon,
Nice.
barbecue, and white pepper sauces that is sandwiched between 2 fried chicken fillets. That actually sounds pretty good.
That sounds good. Sounds like a
So
lot of calories, a lot of fat.
The bun that you
is
hold
chicken.
the burger in is fried chicken.
I can get behind it. Oh hell yeah, that looks super good.
Okay. KFC Philippines.
Okay.
Double Down Dog.
Okay, so it's a hot dog instead in the middle.
It's a hot dog, but the bun is like curved fried chicken.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
That just sounds like food poisoning waiting to happen.
It
though. Like,
does.
I'm already wary about hot dogs.
Any fast food hot dog is
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel for me.
Where do you think the least chance to get food poisoning from a hot dog is?
The store, I think.
Really?
Maybe Nathan's.
I think you'd have a higher chance. You'd probably have a better chance getting I think you'd have a less chance of getting food poisoning from a hot dog at a baseball game than one you cook yourself at home, right?
No.
I don't know.
They're never like high quality hot dogs though. There's not a high quality hot dog.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the longer the better. That sounds weird, but like the longer the hot dog is, the more
Yeah.
it's this.
Because if they're short, they just look more fake and more
They
rubbery.
probably are. It's like a short rubber one, but the longer ones are more authentic. But what does that even mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like that means more horse mutton or whatever the fuck is in the hot dog.
Yeah. Oh, this one's fucking gross. Wendy's Japan. I don't know how I say this word. Foyer Gras Burger. I don't know if that's how you say it. For just $16. First of all, who's spending fucking $16 on a fast food Wendy's burger? Jeez.
That's a lot.
It says for just $16, customers could indulge in a square burger topped with goose liver and truffles. No thanks.
Absolutely disgusting. I do know that fast food restaurants are way higher quality in other countries, and they're more expensive.
Yeah. Dude, I had McDonald's in France, and it was actually good.
Yeah, McDonald's in Spain, Karina was saying it's more expensive, but it's better.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one that might make you throw up. Dunkin' Donuts China. Dried pork and seaweed donut.
That's gross. I don't.
So is it sweet?
Well, I don't know. Savory.
Because
Sweet
pork
and
is
savory.
But pork is like kind of really salty. Seaweed's really salty. Why are you mixing that with a donut?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, last one here before we wrap it up. Burger King Japan, the pumpkin bomb. Was that you who was saying you don't really like pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin's trash. Anything
Pumpkin's just
pumpkin's
not
so
that-
gross.
Like, I'll eat it if it's there because it has sugar in it and I'm
Pumpkin
addicted.
pie?
Yeah, I'll eat it with ice cream.
Nope.
With ice cream, you won't even eat it?
Nope. It's gross.
It's whatever, but like I like the crust better than the actual pie.
Yeah, but the crust is just crust. It's not even pie. Like, it's not even pumpkin crust.
I know,
It's
I
just
know.
crust.
I know.
Okay, I'll eat the crust too.
But it says America isn't the only country that gets into seasonal pumpkin spice blends. The pumpkin bomb comes stuffed with bacon. Sounds pretty good. A nut sauce and 10 slices of fried kabocha pumpkin. 10 slices? That's a lot of fucking
Fuck is
pumpkin.
nut sauce?
Nut
Someone jizzed on a burger, called it nut sauce, and it's white too.
It's like a bar. Like someone jizzed on my burger, call it nut sauce.
I think you're onto something. That could be the commercial.
All
10
right.
slices of pumpkin. That's disgusting.
Yeah. So, anyways, with all
Hopefully
that
you
being
weren't
said,
eating.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Peak to Middle School. I had a lot of fun.
I also had fun.
Where can they follow you, Kyle?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kyle Stafford36. You can follow the podcast at Pims Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, we post clips. I say this
Say the
shit
same
every
shit.
time. I'll change it up a little bit. We post some clips on there, and it's what we think are the best parts of the show, and maybe they're funny or maybe they're good debate topics. It's fun for you guys to engage with them, and it's a good way to tell whether or not you're interested in this episode. So watch them and then watch our episodes.
Yeah.
John,
And
where can they find you?
you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. I also want to give a shout out to this one guy. So Kyle and I have talked about before how on Instagram, like every week we'll promote one of our posts on our Pims account to help kind of grow an audience, because neither of us are famous, so it's hard to grow a fan base. And you know, we were taking it pretty seriously, so we've been doing some promotional things. And every once in a while, like we get way more positive feedback and nice comments, and then every once in a while we get some like asshole that's like, oh, fuck off, or you guys suck, or whatever, which is like fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, we don't care. But I wake up this morning and someone was like, your podcast sucks. And then someone responded to it and it was like, well, then don't fucking watch it or something. And I was like,
Exactly.
thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
So shout out to whoever you are.
Yeah, so shout out to that guy who's like, then don't fucking watch it or whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. Gave me a little chuckle. So with all that being said, you can follow my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal. And I also wanted to give a quick little plug. I just started a new third YouTube channel for movie reviews and show and movie related content that I'm going to be doing by myself and with my buddy Anthony, who's an aspiring movie director. And I don't know. I'm just really into that type of stuff. Love movies and TV shows.
The man is all over YouTube.
But yeah, with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening to this episode. If you guys want a full video version to go along with the audio version, check it out on YouTube. It's pretty fun. Adds a whole new layer to the show. And thank you for all the support recently. We've been growing every single month. And if you guys want to put us on your Instagram story or tell your friends or tweet about us or whatever, it means so much and it helps us way more than you guys think. So with all that being said, have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.